Hi, and welcome to our second devlog. If you don't know us, we are Sandcastles, and we are developing Bread and Fred, a cooperative rage game where two penguins attached to each other have to climb a mountain. Let's get into the topic. This month, we started working on the visual aspect of the game more deeply. We incorporated the background with a parallax effect and expanded on the tileset we already had. With a good tile system, we could improve not only the overall visuals, but also speed up the level production. As a rage game, the whole map must be one on itself, and that means we should only design a single big level. Even so, we must create imaginary sections, building like natural checkpoints, by using the terrain structure where you're unlikely to fall from. We have to teach our players what they can do, and at the same time make it progressively more difficult. Therefore, we started from the bottom, designing the beginning of the map. By the time you've left the tutorial zone, you should have mastered the art of swinging. And speaking of swinging, let's talk about programming. Movement is key to our game, and swinging is your main tool of mobility. Therefore, we wanted to spend the necessary time on it, to make sure it feels both real and useful to create a fun experience. The idea is simple. One of the players, Brett for example, anchors himself to the ground to guarantee he won't move, and Fred can swing freely until they decide to make a bigger jump. We improvised a little bit. We had the rope where you could hang from. What we did first was applying a perpendicular force to the hanging character depending on the direction they were pressing. Later on, we realized something was missing. Maybe the basic physics. Centrifugal force, the one that pulls you out of the center. We had a lot of bugs. We tried tweaking many values, changing our forces, and finally we achieved a very accurate state to what we want. And it works super well. However, we'll keep improving it as we wanted to make it perfect. On the last devlog, Brett and Fred were able to attach to the walls in order to overcome some obstacles. But we didn't want it to be an unlimited ability. So this month we added a timer to the wall grabbing mechanic. Similar to the system on Breath of the Wild, you slowly run out of stamina, but if your companion jumps down, your stamina will drain faster, as you are holding the weight of a fat penguin friend. One of the main features of the rage game genre is falling. You spend all your precious time climbing up, and then you fail that jump for the 5th time and fall to the bottom of the level again. We want to emphasize that feeling of rage by adding a fall animation and taking away the control of the penguins during that fall. Also, taking a look at Jump King, we really enjoy the fact that you need to move before your character exits the fall state, so we implemented it that way. And even though it wasn't intended, it led us to a pretty funny situation that we are planning to keep. And yeah, we also solved a couple of bugs. We wanted to apply some visual improvements so that we could show you a better result, closer to the final product we have in mind. So we kept everything the same, but now it's snowing. We present to you the first part of the map, the tutorial. We wanted to keep this section of the map relatively simple, so it'll be accessible to most of the people. And even though some jumps are quite challenging, they are not punishing at all. For example, the first time you face a swinging jump, there's a little pit, and if you fail the jump, you don't lose any progress. However, in the future you will face really punishing sections as you progress on the game, with really small platforms and extremely hard jumps with walls and the slopes, and you will keep falling again and again and again. We use this design concept to teach the players different threats, like the fearsome slopes, or to teach the combination of mechanics, like the wall attachment with the swinging that happens in a dangerous place, but fairly punishing. Through repetition, players will be able to assimilate the movement of Brett and Fred, with some anger in between though. And this is all we've got for now. These are our objectives for the next month. We plan on working on the online part of the game, adding gamepad controls, continue developing the visuals, begin to work on a logo, keep working on the design of the map, and thinking about new types of platforms and map elements. We hope you enjoyed it. You can subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and follow us on Twitter for more news. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.